morning. It's Friday. Let's just let that sink in while our camera person trips and just about kills herself. Audrey, are you good?
Are you okay, Audrey?
Awesome. She just kind of went,
oh, it's like the Three Stooges here this morning.
how are you this morning? Hope you're doing well. A huge thank you to KC Security for sponsoring the show this morning.
Oh, he liked my jingle.
Oh, did he?
The one I made up yesterday?
Yeah.
Daniel messaged me, said, I like the jingle.
Awesome.
I don't remember how it went, but thank you.
Yeah, perfect. Leo DiCaprio.
What about him?
Seriously, man, this guy, first of all, he's donating through his Earth Alliance organization. It's a branch of his corporation that raises money. He's donating $3 million to Australia bushfires.
$3 million.
$3 million. Elton John, Chris Hemsworth have also donated $1 million each. But Leo, just, because he can, he says that he saved a man. He was on a boat. He saved a man who was overboard.
Where was this?
I don't know.
Was it the Titanic? Is he getting the movie mixed up with his real life?
No.
Okay.
It was about an hour before a storm hit.
Oh.
Apparently the guy was on a yacht.
Okay.
And went overboard.
Oh.
And by the time the yacht was able to turn around so it took a minute for them to realize he was over. Then they had to, bring him back around and stuff. Leo lands, because he heard it on his radio. He just toots up in his boat and rescues the guy after he had tread water for 11 hours.
Who tread water for 11 hours?
The victim,
you
the
mean
guy.
The yacht didn't know he was gone it took them that long to realize he was gone?
11 hours. There's Leo.
What did Leo do? Did he throw him a door?
No, apparently he just jumped in and helped him out.
You remember? No.
Yes, I do. I got it.
Okay, fine.
Isn't that awesome, though?
Treading water for 11 hours is awesome.
And they said, people who were on the boat with Leo said, people don't have any idea this guy was on the verge of drowning.
11 hours. Even
Seriously.
In salt water, that's some treading.
I want to talk to that captain on the cruise ship.
Was it a cruise ship or a yacht?
They don't know.
I always ask you questions
that
you can't answer.
You always do that. Stop it.
I'm sorry. Don't be bitter. Be bittersweet, because it's Bittersweet Chocolate Day.
Woohoo! Awesome. I got lots of that.
It's Peculiar
Christmas.
People Day. You got some of that too. And can I just tell you something? I learned some stuff this morning. It's Houseplant Appreciation Day.
I don't like houseplants.
Okay, well, you know what? You're missing out, because there are reasons why you should have a houseplant.
It's good to clean the
Purifies
air.
the air, converts carbon dioxide to new oxygen. In the NASA and NASA, the space people, they add plants to its International Space Station to control air quality. That's how proven that is.
They're very, very effective. We have one.
They assist immunity through transpiration, which is it increases humidity in the air, and which is a gift in drier months. It reduces the chance of cold, sore throat, and dry cough, according to the Agricultural University of Norway. Higher absolute humidity may help wipe out the spread of flu virus. So see, plants are good. Number 3, they boost workplace performance, mental health, improved emotional state, reduced negative mood states, reduce distraction, increase creativity, and improve task performance. Along those same lines, number 4,
pardon me,
improve your IQ. You could use that one. Scientific American Journal says it helps with directed attention, which means how long you can focus on one task. Natural foliage can help regenerate our directed attention. Rooms with plants result in better cognitive testing. Okay.
So the people who did this, were they smoking some of those plants?
Speeds up healing.
How long did it take to determine all of this?
A study done by the U.S. National Library of Medicine, 90 patients recovering hemorrhoidectomies, which right there, those people who had plants in their rooms as they healed, lower post-op blood pressure, less pain, and decreased anxiety.
I'm glad they were in the room and not in there.
You only have one plant? Not enough. If you want to purify the air, you need 15 plants in 6-inch pots for every 800 square feet of living space. If you want to move on and help reduce stress and all those other benefits, you need at least one larger plant, 8 inches in diameter, for every 129 square feet. Who does these studies? Anyway, happy Houseplant Appreciation Day. I hope you've learned your lessons.
have a bottle of wine.
Or have some bittersweet chocolate.
Right? I mean, seriously. When I met Jim, he had a bazillion plants.
And you killed them all.
Bazillion. No, he gave them away and stuff.
Because why? Because you don't like plants?
Well, I feel like there's bugs in them, and I feel like plants belong outside. It's like when I go into the garden and pick carrots and stuff, I, honest to goodness, have to wash my arms because I feel like bugs are crawling on me. I know it's an issue I have. I know that.
Did I mention that it's Peculiar People Day?
But you know what? The one plant that we do have, friends of ours, this is a bit of a story.
Here we go.
So friends of ours needed a chair that my dad had. You know those chairs that you push the button and it lifts you up? When my dad was sick, he got one of those chairs. A friend of mine needed one after surgery, so lent it to him. And to say thank you, he and his wife got us a poinsettia that year because it was around Christmas time. The poinsettia has never died.
You can't kill it.
I can't even. And it's like red. I mean, it's a bit scrawny now because the leaves fall all the time. But when it flowered or whatever, the leaves came back bright red. I think my dad is in that plant.
No kidding.
I seriously think
kind of like that.
Yes.
What's your dad? What was your dad's name? What is he?
Louis.
There you go.
It's a Louis tree.
It's a Louis tree. You know what I have in my house? Remember those little bamboo shoots that are this tall?
Yes.
Somebody gave me one as a gift, like as a plant, and they're now over 6 feet tall.
What?
My bamboo trees are they're huge.
Really?
I'm not kidding you. Yep.
What do you attribute that to?
I have a green thumb. I truly do know I'm very good with plants.
Yeah?
Yes, I'm very good with plants.
I'm horrible. I can kill a cactus. Want to see? I have seriously killed a cactus.
Oh dear.
I know.
Okay.
I'm not good.
Did you announce yesterday that Harry and Meghan are Harry the Prince of? What's he the Prince of?
He's
Something.
the Duke.
Look at.
Duke, yeah.
That picture we're seeing right now is of Madame Tussauds Wax Museum in London. They've already removed the wax figures of Harry and Meghan from that display.
That is crazy to me.
On the same day they announced that they were backing down as senior members of the royal family.
And apparently I read this morning that Meghan is already back in Canada because they left Archie here when they went to London when Liz got ticked off about what they said. She told Harry, listen, buckaroo, do not make this announcement. And he went, to you, Lizzie.
Remember when you were on your strong meds and you said Lizzie's pissed? That was funny.
So she apparently Will is feeling like disappointed. He's feeling abandoned.
Really?
Even. Yeah. So I don't know. And on the other side, Harry and Meghan feel like they're being pushed out because I guess of the media attention that she's gotten. Well,
is that why she came back to Canada? Because of the press?
Well, there's like
they're
way
nasty.
They don't
They're
like
as bad
her.
as the Americans.
Oh, they're
tabloids.
They're worse.
Tabloids?
Honestly, they are worse.
Well, they're the ones who killed Princess Diana.
Yes, exactly.
Tabloid
And
people.
also around that story,
Pardon me.
apparently people were saying that Oprah advised them, Harry and Meghan.
Well, if Oprah said
and
so.
Oprah said, I had nothing to do with that. That's
really?
silliness. They can take care of themselves. They're going to do what's best for their family. Leave me alone. I can't do everything.
Alone.
I'm only one woman.
Have you ever heard of this movie called The First Temptation of Christ as opposed to The Last Temptation of Christ?
How many did he have?
He had a lot of temptations.
I didn't.
That's what made him Jesus, because he said no.
That's what we hear anyway.
Well, this movie doesn't say this movie is bad. This movie is. Have you heard about it?
Well, I wondered how he
It's called The First
ended up
Temptation of
hanging
Christ.
out with Mary Magdalene.
Well, no, he there. Look at him. Do you see? Okay, so this movie was made in Brazil by a comedy troupe called Porto dos Fundos.
Okay.
And the studio has since been bombed by Molotov cocktails.
No.
Because in the movie they depict Jesus as gay and bringing his boyfriend home to meet the family.
That's actually kind of funny.
Well, and Mary smokes weed. And one of the three wise men hires a sex worker. So this movie does not do the. I know. So
I'm sure they think it's not very respectful.
Well, no, so a judge ruled that it had to be removed from the Netflix streaming service.
Oh my
A judge in Rio de
goodness.
Janeiro said, "Get that! It does.
They're
it
very
does.
conservative.
It does the Brazilian people no good to have this movie out there." Well, the Brazil Supreme Court has just said, "Put it back on Netflix."
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, that's huge. They're very conservative there.
Yeah.
That's
so,
interesting.
Yeah, Jesus brings a boyfriend home.
And Mary smokes weed.
And Mary smokes.
Well, it's legal in Canada. Maybe she should come here.
Oh, Mary.
Quite contrary.
I don't know. I don't think it looks. From what I've seen, it looks silly.
Does it look goofy?
Yeah.
Because it could have been like, if it was well done, it could have been.
Hey, speaking of the movie industry, Harvey Weinstein.
No, pig.
On his so he was caught using his cell phone. Did you hear this?
No.
Okay, so he was texting in court.
What?
Because right now they're doing jury selection.
Right.
He was texting. The judge admonishes him from the bench, saying, "Hey,
do you mind?
Is this really what you want to go to jail for? Using your phone when you've been told not to?"
Oh my goodness.
So guess what Harvey Weinstein's lawyers do? They come back and they say, "We want a new judge. Recuse yourself. You were mean, and you really, you know, influenced jurors now because you admonished Harvey from the bench." And the judge is like, "Get real."
Oh my God, Harvey.
They're trying every trick in the book.
Nice walker thing too. Yeah. All of a sudden he can't walk.
Exactly.
I don't know.
The problem is, who cares if he can walk? He's still got those hands.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Gosh.
Hey, okay, so
Hey ho.
we haven't done that in a while.
It's been a minute.
Great show today. Have you heard about this gala, the Women of Steel gala?
No.
Yes, the folks from the refinery here to tell us all about it.
Okay.
Sounds like a great night. And then also, Galen Coleman from Amore for Your Pleasure. Galen's helping out with the Sippin and Stilettos gala, which is going on in support of the Algoma Autism Foundation. So she's on the show. And Fur and Feathers Friday returns. Plus, my friend Luann here, she's got the news. So stay with us, Sault Ste. Marie and District. And all over the world. They're watching us from everywhere these days.
I know.
We'll be right back.
Macaro even.
We'll be right back. Mornings with Luann and Tim. We're refining things here. I'm becoming more refined now because I've got the refinery in the room. This is Sam, that's Holly. You're two of the three owners of the refinery. Yes. How are things going? Because I think when you came on the show before, but you were just getting going then, weren't you?
We were.
I think so.
Has it been a year?
Yep,
Have you had an anniversary?
just over a year.
Just over a year. See, you came on the show then. So how's it going at the refinery?
So good.
Amazing.
Tell me some of the stuff that you guys do there. Some of the classes and programs and stuff you offer.
Sure. So our workout changes every single day. It mimics having a personal trainer in a group setting. So just like you would when you have a trainer, you know, it might be arms and legs or whatever it may be, or bis and tris. Same thing, workout changes every day. We have a sports nutritionist in every Friday. He teaches you how you metabolize proteins, carbs, and fats. And then we do accountability coaching where we weigh and measure once a week.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so how many in the groups generally? And there's like
It ranges, so it could be like a smaller group or it could be a big group of 16.
Wow. Okay, so that's fun though. Like, there's more fun when there's people in the room.
I like it better when it's big.
It's always a party.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it? What kind of? Do you do free weights? Do you do
a mixture of everything? It's metabolic training, so there's weights, there's cardio, there's body weight, everything.
fun? Remind everybody where you're located at the refinery.
624 Wellington Street West, in behind Sports Center.
There you go. I know. That's right near that's my neighborhood.
Yep, that's your hood.
And then after it's done, you can go around
You
the
can go
corner.
have a drink.
You can go.
That's right. And
Have a little
wings.
glass of draft and wings or something.
Hey, Frank.
Hey, Frank. Right? Okay, but now what you're here today is to promote Women of Steel. Tell me about. Is this the first annual?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me about how the idea came up, what you're going to do, because I read some of the stuff you guys are going to be doing. It sounds phenomenal. Who wants to go?
We were just talking about this yesterday, and we were so excited because I don't think anything has been done like this locally. And so what we're doing is we're showcasing women. We've seen transformations over the past 15, 16 months within the gym. We have people that have lost over 200 pounds.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so we thought that they deserve to walk a stage, and they deserve to be celebrated and tell their journey and inspire others to live a healthy lifestyle. And so we designed this event based around that. But we also, I have a network marketing background, and so you see people struggle in their own lives day to day.
Yes.
And, they barely get by. And so I wanted to show women what local inspirational leaders have done, with just $17 in their bank account, showing them, that, hey, you know what? I had nothing. I found a way to open a restaurant and it forever changed my life. I now get paid what I'm worth. Or I quit my government job and I now get paid what I'm worth. And so we wanted these leaders to tell their story in 10 minutes or less. So we're so lucky to have Donna Kinnunen, Jen Kapur now, who owns Laser Advantage.
I go there.
Yeah,
we all do.
We do too.
No, that place is phenomenal.
Right.
No, love Jen.
We have Ange Caputo, who owns the Breakfast Pig.
Of course so.
Yeah.
Who's also, and Ange Caputo also celebrated award winner in Sault Ste. Marie as an entrepreneur for Strive, yes.
So many awards.
Yeah.
We also have Marnie Stone.
Catherine McRae.
Catherine D. McRae.
Catherine McRae, the journalist.
Be Your Own Superhero, yep. So we have all of these women telling their story.
Amazing people lined up.
Yes.
And yourselves.
Yes.
So they're going to speak for 10 minutes each.
Yep.
Okay.
And then we're going to showcase the transformations and show a brief part of their health journey. We're going to show 3 girls in particular and how they've transformed over the past 9 weeks. So with total dedication and what that looks like to them. Because you don't just change physically, you change on the inside.
Listen, there's a guy behind that wall over there.
Yes.
Kevin, did you hear about Kevin's transformation?
Kevin trains with my boyfriend, one of the other owners.
Kevin's lost over 200 pounds.
He looks great.
How much now, Kevin? 283. Kevin has lost 283 pounds.
That's amazing.
But not, and what I say worked for Kevin because he had some medical procedures to help, but that didn't do the trick. Like, he has completely changed his lifestyle with his diet, his workout routine. I mean, it's incredible what he's done, and it's completely changed his
personality.
Well, not his personality, but certainly his self-esteem.
Self-esteem, yes.
Yeah, so he's always been a sweetheart. But
oh, good.
Okay, so he trains there.
Yes.
See,
not at the refinery, but like
with your boyfriend.
Yes.
Yeah. Refinery is strictly women.
It's strictly women.
That's kind of cool, empowering too, right?
Yeah, it is. So this event. It's showcasing women, but men are welcome to come.
Oh, that's nice.
So
Thanks
we
for
just
letting
want
us
to
in.
We're not feminist, but we are.
Right? No, that's cool. No, you know what? You're celebrating. It's called Women of Steel for a reason.
Yes.
And it's Steel Town too, which is kind
That's
of
right.
nice play on words there. What about what else is going on at the event? Will there be food? I mean, is there a cash bar? What's going on?
All of that.
Booze, dancing.
Dancing too?
Yes.
See, that's the other thing. You know, girls can dance together and nobody cares.
That's right. We don't judge either.
Oh, look, you're in the red carpet with paparazzi?
Yes.
What does that say?
Canapes
And charcuterie.
Yes.
So this is the machine shop.
At the machine shop.
Oh, they have amazing food.
They do.
Because it's the same kitchens that do for the Mill Steakhouse and everything, like great food.
And they told us that women like variety, so that's why we went that route. So everybody gets a taste of everything.
Everything.
Yes.
What time's this all starting? Did it say 6 o'clock for the red carpet?
6 o'clock.
Okay.
Yep.
So you're doing paparazzi so people get to pose. Do they get pictures or is it going to be online through social media stuff?
Yep.
This is also a great way, I would imagine, for people to get introduced to the refinery, right? To find out what you do. So if you're curious at all about the who's the third owner?
Chris.
Okay, thanks. I should know all this, but it's Friday and I'm still tired. Keith got home last night from Cuba and I haven't had any sleep.
Oh, fun.
Okay, so
we should have margaritas.
Oh, wow, you're going to do that at the party? Tickets, where, when, how?
They can get them at Arch, the refinery, and at Stone's Office Supply.
Is this in support of Arch?
It's in support of Arch.
See, well, there you go. I'm glad to mention that.
Yeah.
Arch, the refinery, and Stone's with Marnie.
You got it.
Okay. And then...
And Laser Advantage is our big sponsor.
They are?
Yes.
Jen.
Love Jen.
Now, let's talk a little bit about, are you going to have any vendors there at all? Or
No vendors.
No vendors. So you're not, no pressure to buy anything?
No, nothing
this is
like
really
that.
It's about feeling good.
We want to leave people
Inspiration.
inspired, motivated, like they can change their life, whether it's physical, whether it's starting a business, whatever it may be. We want them to leave feeling inspired, and then we'll carry on and dance at the end of the night.
Carry on and dance. So what's it
We have a
been
DJ.
like as the three of you starting off this business? How did you find the response? Has it been a bumpy road? Are you happy with where you're at? Tell me a little bit about the actual business itself and how it's been taken over. That's a big thing.
Honestly, we always say every day is the best day ever. And every single day we walk into work laughing, having fun.
It's always fun.
We handpicked our trainers. They didn't come to us as trainers applying for jobs. They were passionate about their workouts within the gym. And we said, hey, listen, you know what? You have a serving job or you're doing this and that. How would you feel about, having a job in the fitness industry? Yeah. And so...
so you recruited?
We recruited them right from our own
the
gym.
people that you saw that had the potential.
Because you can't teach somebody how to love. So our trainers are loving. And we could teach them fitness, though.
Anyone can learn something. They just can't do it.
Well, what's your background?
Fitness.
Yeah, that's what
that's what I went to school for.
Where?
Kingston.
Yeah?
I did.
And then what about you?
My background is I owned a health clinic.
Okay.
Yep.
And what about Chris?
He's a sports
Same thing.
nutritionist.
Oh, I know him.
Yeah.
You know him.
I do know him. Oh,
He's
yes.
a personal trainer.
And his brother, too, was a personal trainer.
Not Josh.
Josh wasn't?
No.
Wait, the one, doesn't he live in Ottawa now?
Yeah.
At one time at Good Life, he was. I swear Josh was. Like a gazillion years ago.
You're teaching us things.
You asked Chris. I swear Josh was a long time ago when I was at Good Life. Anyway, that was when I was at Good Life. I should come to the refinery. Can I come and drag?
Yes. Joan Rivers is always welcome.
Joan Rivers is always welcome. Okay, I'll come and I don't work out, please. If God wanted me to bend over, he put diamonds on the floor. My idea of a 20-minute workout is parallel parking. Check out Women of Steel. You have where's this? This is on the webpage too, isn't it?
It's on our refinery page, on the Arch page, on the SWIB page for Sioux Women in
What's
Business.
the refinery page? Do you have a website? What is it?
It'll be on the refinery Facebook page.
Refinery
as an event.
Facebook page.
Yeah.
You can get all the information there. Or you know where I got this also? SaultOnline on our community calendar. Trina's got it up too. You'll find all the information you need. Go. It sounds like a great night.
It's going to be so fun. We can't wait.
Thanks for coming in today.
Thanks, Tim.
Nice to see you guys again. We'll be back with Luann right after this.
that. Good.
Recently, the Government of Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
So, speaking of fitness and self-esteem and body image and all that stuff, have you heard about the backlash that Jillian Michaels is the coach?
I have that written down.
She's the coach from The Biggest Loser, right?
Yes.
So
like solid. This woman is a workout fiend.
Right. So I guess she made a remark on social media or an interview somewhere about Lizzo and about why are we celebrating the fact that she's a woman of size. Why don't we just celebrate her talent? So I guess what she said, the quote that I have is, why are we celebrating her body? Why does it matter? Why are we celebrating her music? It isn't going to be awesome if she gets diabetes. There's a picture of Jillian. Look at that stomach.
Right.
Holy mother of abs.
Yes.
There was a huge clapback, right?
Huge social media. Everybody just kind of went,
yeah, saying, how dare you body shame our Lizzo, right? So then Jillian came back, I guess, and she tried to explain. She said, listen, we are all beautiful, we are all worthy, we are all equally deserving, but we need to love ourselves enough to acknowledge there are serious health consequences that come with obesity. And that's all she's trying to say.
and that's the reality of it. I mean, let's
and that didn't
be
help.
realistic.
That was her apology, and it didn't help. People still went back at her and said, leave it alone.
But you know what? I think a big part of the issue is there's so much clapback because there are so many of us who are overweight. Well, as opposed to someone who looks like Jillian, right? Who looks like Jillian? Somebody who does that for a living, which she does.
Right.
So a lot of us are overweight, so now we're thinking, now we get all defensive, and hey, wait a minute. We don't all have time, like 8 hours a day. I work for a living, so I think that's part of the big problem.
Well, okay. However, we were just talking to these, we were talking about Kevin, we're talking about how it doesn't have to be 200 pounds.
No, you're right.
It could just be a slight change of diet and maybe
moving.
20 minutes a day, a couple of times a week kind of thing.
Yeah.
Take the stairs day, that kind of stuff. And I think you're talking about your heart, your lungs, the
pancreas,
cancer
diabetes.
rates go up, diabetes, so there are health risks, and that's what she's trying to point out.
Yeah.
She's not,
and it's the reality.
It's not
of
body
it.
shaming. She's not body shaming.
And that's that's the field that she works in. Yeah. She offers support and advice and motivation because she feels like it's important to take good care of yourself. And we know historically that it is. People who are overweight tend to have heart disease a little bit more often, diabetes,
Someone like Oprah. Now here's a good example because she went from, we saw Oprah get really thin.
Yes, very small.
It seems like Oprah now is sort of plateaued.
Yes.
She's, an average, I would say Oprah has an average body type. she says she absolutely hates, to this day, hates working out.
Yeah, I can't stand it.
She only does it because of her health reasons, to keep herself healthy. It's not about looking good anymore. It's about just being sensible and feeling good.
Right. And that's what I have to, that was my part of my, I don't do New Year's resolutions, but my intention forward is to be healthy.
Right.
To be an older, healthy woman.
Because now you also have a family that's growing, and you want to be around.
And I want to be around, and I want to be able to take part. I don't want to be around and sit in a chair and not be able to get involved.
Right.
So,
Grandma, my mother. This is a funny story. My great grandmother, my mother's grandmother. This is back like my mother was born in 1930 something, too, I think. Anyway, my great grandmother was still wearing the long skirts and everything, like the black long skirts, and she used to roll down the hill like she was in her long skirts, like a little old lady rolling down the hill with her grandkids.
Awesome. See, I want to be able to do that.
Luann wants to roll down the hill in the grass with her.
I could do it. I just don't know how I'd get back up. Oh my gosh, the kids would be like waddling up, and I'd be like, okay, what's Grandma gonna do now? How's Grandma going to get back up there? Anybody got a tow truck?
Oh, listen, I'm going to help you up out of your chair and walk you to the other studio.
Good, you're so kind.
And then you can do the news.
Yes,
is that okay?
I'll do the news. So we have a commercial break first.
Yes.
I'm going to get help out of the studio. Please stay where you
I'll
are.
Just roll you in your chair.
We have news coming up right after this.
Recently, the Government of Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
Environment Canada has issued a special weather statement for the Sault, St. Joseph Island, Searchmont, Montreal River Harbor, and Batchewana Bay. Snow or ice pellets are expected to develop tomorrow afternoon and continue into Sunday. Snow and ice pellet amounts of 15 to 25 centimeters are possible. Northerly winds gusting to 60 kilometers an hour will also lead to blowing snow, resulting, of course, in reduced visibilities. There remains considerable uncertainty with exact snowfall and ice pellet accumulations. Warnings may be issued as the event draws nearer. Police south of Barrie say they've laid nearly 100 charges against a man accused of going on a break-in spree since September of 2019. The South Simcoe Police Service alleged 33-year-old man broke into 4 schools, 4 churches, and 9 businesses in Bradford and Innisfil. Investigators say they arrested the man after executing a search warrant at his house, where they seized an ATV, cash registers, and cutting tools. The man is facing 94 charges, including 17 counts of break and enter, 16 counts of mischief, 9 counts of theft, and 28 counts of failure to comply. Canada is expected to cap 2019 with a stronger jobs report in December than the weak performance in the prior month. Economists, on average, expect the addition of about 25,000 jobs and the unemployment rate dipping to 5.8%. That compared to a surprise loss of 71,200 jobs in November and a 5.9% jobless rate to mark the worst monthly drop since the financial crisis. Stats Canada will release its labor market results on the same day that the U.S. is expected to say about 150 jobs were added south of the border. Even with November's significant job losses, the Canadian labor market added 293,000 new jobs in the first 11 months of the year. A TD Economics report says wages rose 4.3% during the period, helped by comparative softness in late 2018. Still, TD says troubling signs began to emerge late in the year, especially with the loss of private sector in November. Minister Justin Trudeau joined mourners at a vigil for the 176 people killed in a plane crash outside Tehran in Iran. 63 of those who died were Canadian citizens. U.S., Canadian, and British officials said it is highly likely that Iran shot down the civilian Boeing 737 late Tuesday. They said the fiery missile strike could well have been a mistake amid rocket launches and high tension throughout that region. The crash came just a few hours after Iran launched a ballistic attack against Iraqi military bases housing U.S. troops in its violent confrontation with Washington over the U.S. drone strike that killed an Iranian Revolutionary Guard general. Some of the first Canadian wildfire experts to go help out in Australia are back home. Jerry Rossett, one of two Manitoba conservation officers, landed at the Winnipeg airport after more than 5 weeks of working in fire control centers down under, and say the fires are unlike anything that they've ever seen.
Our job, we're not really frontline staff. We're more in the office environment, so we're still a long ways away from the fire front typically. Fuel types are totally different than here, for one thing. And drought. They've had 2 years without any substantial rain at all. So, and then you get a windy day, and it's just seen some pretty crazy stuff. The one fire that we were on was over 400,000 hectares. It was over 1,000 kilometers perimeter around the fire itself. So, and it just kept on growing substantially every day. Every day there was a hard wind, it just grew that much more. We were well received, felt very much appreciated.
This past year we've been celebrating our 65th anniversary, dating back to services originating in our community in 1954, which is quite some time ago. It's been a great opportunity this past year to recognize the pioneers, the stakeholders that worked tirelessly to create what we are today. I'm grateful for everything that the families 65 years ago and the people that assembled the organization have done in order for us to achieve the success that we're experiencing 65 years later.
Recently, the Government of Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
This is on TV.
Okay, you know what? It's been too long since you were on the show.
I miss you so much.
Welcome back!
Yay, thank
Galen
you.
Coleman from Amore for Your Pleasure. But today Galen is here representing Sippin and Stilettos.
Such a fun night. This is the second annual.
Second annual.
Yes.
Were you there? You were our sponsor last year as well?
Yes. Yep.
And you did the fashion show last year?
Oh, my ladies, I can't. Oh, my models are amazing. They did such a beautiful job. And the crowd was wonderful. They were so responsive.
Where was it last year?
Grand Gardens North, same place.
Same as this year. So it's always been a big event then. 'Cause
Yes.
that's a big hall.
Yes, it is. And they packed it.
They packed it?
Yes. So let's do it again this year.
Do it again.
Because, of course, it's for the Algoma Autism Foundation.
Algoma Autism Foundation.
All the money stays in the Sioux. JD, and Jesse and Jamie, they're amazing. I mean, these people, these two volunteer all their time, and they're local. And
Jesse and Jamie, they're the founders of the Algoma Autism Foundation. They found there was a real gap, as I think anybody who is the parent of a child with autism knows about the gaps in the system. And we've all, even those of us who don't have anybody in our lives, you've heard the stories. We all know. It's horror stories.
it is. It's
and so Jamie and Jesse took it upon themselves because they have lived experience. They took it upon themselves to create this foundation and put on all these, like, the number of events they do in a year is wild.
It's insane. It's wonderful.
And then the advocacy that they do.
Yes.
You know, all the things like the quiet zones for the parade and all these things that they think about that many people wouldn't otherwise.
No.
And it's all volunteer.
Yes.
So here we go. Sippin and Stilettos.
So much fun. So Friday, January 24th, Grand Gardens North, like we said.
Right.
And
this is not a sit-down dinner long evening. This is a come after dinner, and you're going to have to explain a little bit, Galen. You know, you were there.
Well, this year it's even more exciting because of a certain somebody. So we're doing our fashion show.
So Amore for Your Pleasure is doing a fashion show?
Yes, we are.
You know, and one of the things I love about your fashion shows is Galen uses her fashion shows to show her audience how she has something for everyone. You have models of every shape and size, right?
Yes, we do.
Any males this year modeling?
No, we can't.
Darn it!
I know. I wasn't 100. I mean, it's a ladies' night, and I do have a male model though. But finding stuff for you guys to wear isn't as easy as you'd think. You guys don't wear a lot, apparently.
No, there's no.
I know. And I mean, he does look cute in a thong. So you know, we'll see if he wants to participate.
All right. So the fashion show starts at what time? You know, because
we're not 100% sure. It starts
you
at
play
7.
It by ear.
We kind of play it by ear, and
starts at 7. Does that mean the doors open at 7?
I think the doors open at 6:30.
Okay.
Sippin and Stilettos is a Facebook page itself, so you can always go on there to get all the ticket information as well. Which Wig Boutique on Great Northern Road, that little strip mall where CAS is, which is right by the new Starbucks.
Oh, right there, absolutely, in that little strip mall. Yeah, that's where the Wig Boutique is.
They're selling the tickets.
That's where you get tickets.
Yes.
Okay.
Or you can go to the Facebook page, private message.
And you can call. There's a phone number. There's a message. Whatever you can do.
Yeah, you can call us too.
There's VIP tickets too, which is kind of fun. Explain how that works.
So the VIP tickets is. There's certain sponsors for the tables, and you will have a goodie bag from that business on your table.
So for instance, if I end up at like the Hogan's Homestead table, I'll get stuff from Erica from Hogan's Homestead, the maple products and stuff. If I'm Amore for Your Pleasure table, I'm going to get stuff from you. Who's OC?
OC. There's a whole bunch. I lost track of the VIP tables. It's amazing.
Great
sponsorships.
Support.
And what else is happening?
Well, I believe there's going to be a couple of appearances from Joan Rivers is coming back from the dead. To be there.
I love it when she does. She always looks amazing.
She does. Well, she was embalmed by the best makeup artists in New York. And our local celebrity, Gina Lola International Brigida, will also be making an appearance as well. Because Gina doesn't really get a chance to put on stilettos very often.
No, I can't wait to see Gina.
So she's going to put on some she's going to dress it up a little bit. Gina's going to glam it up a little bit that night.
You're not going to want to miss that, ladies.
So we've got comedy, we've got, there's food too.
Yep, last year they had a wonderful spread of, like finger foods and...
Right, it's not like a sit-down dinner, but there's definitely food for people.
Yep.
And cash bar.
And we've got
got DJ Bizik. He is fun. He's fun.
So you mean after the fashion show, do people do any speeches and stuff? Does anyone talk motivational speaker kind of stuff, or is it?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Nope, not really.
It's really just have a party.
It is. Let's just have some fun. Get the ladies out there.
Do people really get up like in stilettos? Do they show up in wild shoes or what?
There were some stunning outfits last year. I'm going to admit, I was in runners the whole night because
what's wrong with that?
I can't do these.
No.
It's too high off the ground. I don't know what to do. I get a nosebleed. I like being close.
Well, you got to dress for comfort.
Yes, you do. And that's what it is. Just because it's stilettos, you don't have to wear stilettos if you don't want to.
Right on.
Be comfortable. Come out and have fun. That's what it is.
I was going to ask also about so the funds all stay locally.
Yes.
Yeah. And the event's going like till 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yes. Yeah.
So come prepared to stay and party and dance.
Stay and dance because he puts out good music.
I'll bet you though any money, because this always happens at weddings. The moment the DJ starts, all the women kick off their high heels and they get on the dance floor in their stocking feet. Is that happening? Does that happen?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Did people really get up and dance last year?
Oh, very much so.
Really?
Yep. Yep, and we have vendors tables set up as well.
That was my next. Thank you for answering that question.
Not just cash bar,
Psychic.
but I know. See why we need to.
And will they have products like for sale?
Yes.
Oh
yeah.
You'll have stuff for sale?
Yes, they were literally grabbing my models last year, dragging the models over by hand, saying, "I want her outfit. Take it off. I want to buy it." It was wonderful.
Fun.
Yeah, and OC has a table set up. I have a few people. There's Origami Owl. Ooh, Tammy Dean is back this year as well. Tammy Dean. She's doing her tarot card readings.
Tarot card readings.
Yeah.
I love that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So you should also bring a little bit of cash.
Yeah.
Well, they got a machine there. They have a machine there too.
Yeah, I think they do too. Yeah.
Yeah, they do. I know they do.
Okay, perfect.
Because for all of the silent auctions and stuff for other events, I know they have a machine there.
Yeah, and there are silent auctions.
Really? Oh, I meant, see, look at me go.
There's a dessert auction, so I'm in trouble.
There's a dessert auction?
Because these pants are getting loose. I can't have that.
You know what? You look so cute. You could stay here for Fur and Feathers Friday. You look a little bit like a I could just pet you forever.
Well, thank you.
So Galen, once again, the tickets are available at the Wig Boutique on Great Northern Road.
Yes.
Go to the Facebook page. There's a phone number in case I have anyone want to get tickets that way.
Yep, and they're $50 or $65 for a VIP. You can't go wrong with that.
Not with the goodie bag, because I know the kinds of goodie bags you put together. Definitely more than a $15 retail value on those.
Yeah. Oh yeah, all of us. There's a lot of good retailers in there.
So last year, did it sell out?
Yes, she did.
So there's only 1 week left.
Yes,
so you've got to get your tickets now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
So both stores are doing well for you?
We're doing great. Yeah.
And we're gearing up for Valentine's, which I guess is that sort of the theme of the fashion show?
A little bit. A little bit. But just.
Valentine's must be a busy time for you at the store.
It is. It's my second Christmas. It's wonderful. Coming of Christ. Sorry.
Oh, did you hear about the movie?
No.
Oh, there's a movie. It's called the First Temptation of Christ in Brazil, and it was banned, and now it's back on Netflix again. It was a big controversy.
Ooh.
Yeah,
we like controversy.
I know she likes controversy. No, anyway, listen. Good luck with the. Well, I'll see you on the 24th.
Yay! I'm excited.
Good luck with the fashion show.
Thank you.
And thanks for being here, Galen Coleman, Amore for your pleasure. 2 locations: Cora Road and Douglas.
You got it.
And Lake Street and Trunk.
That's the one.
All right.
Perfect.
We'll be back with Lou. Oh no, we don't come back with Luann. We come back with Fur and Feathers Friday.
Oh, it's Friday.
It is. Yes, it's Friday.
Ooh,
okay, and Keith came home from Cuba last night.
Oh, yay.
I'll tell him you said hello.
For sure.
Stay with us. We'll be right back after this.
This is On TV.
In your home, lighting is just as important as style.
With PowerView Motorization from Hunter Douglas, you can schedule your shades to light up the room, create privacy, or both, automatically. No hands required.
So your shades will always be in the right place at the right time in style. And it's only from Hunter Douglas.
Fur and Feathers Friday, and you brought a bunny.
I did bring a bunny.
You have a lot of bunnies right now.
We currently have a lot of bunnies.
You want to tell me a story about the bunnies?
We have 25 bunnies.
Now, that's not because you had 2 bunnies who went crazy.
No, somebody else had 2 bunnies that went crazy.
And you ended up with 25.
We ended up with them, yeah.
Okay, so how do you handle 25 bunnies?
We have a lot of cages all over the floor right
Yeah.
now. If in the area between our one adoption room and the dog room, on the way you get to see all the bunnies all over the place.
Okay, are there different kinds of bunnies, or do they all look like? Is
Most-
this a boy or a girl? This bunny you have
I
here?
honestly don't know. I think
Okay.
it might be one of the girls.
Okay.
We have them all separated at the shelter.
Are there different kinds of bunnies?
Yes, we have actually a few different kinds from her. So we have some American, they're just kind of like a standard bunny. We have a couple dwarfs, which are smaller, more.
I had a dwarf bunny.
They stay like this size with the shorter fur. And then we have quite a few of the lion heads.
That's what this is?
Yes.
A lion head rabbit?
Yes. Because of the.
He's got a big.
Yeah.
Can you turn towards me so I can see it? He's being really good.
He is. He's one of the younger ones.
Look at how, oh my goodness, look at his big puffy cheeks.
Yeah.
He's a younger one?
Yeah, he's one of the babies.
Is it Oh, honey, look at his little, no, he's adorable. I had a bunny. He was gray, and he was a dwarf bunny, and his name was Bunny. You had to say it like that, Bunny. And Bunny had a trick. He could jump in the air and spin and poop at the same time.
Oh, wow.
And his poops would brrrr all around as he spun in the air. That was his trick.
That's talented.
Yeah, he was very talented. I ended up, you know what, moving to the zoo, and Bunny came to the zoo, Bunny, and my friend Don Palmer, he used to have Palmer's Dairies, he had the farm and everything, and he took Bunny, and Bunny ended up becoming an outdoor rabbit as a
really?
dwarf. He grew like hair and lived outside and became a large bunny. Anyway, enough about my bunny. Let's talk about yours. 25 of them.
Yes.
You have them separated, males and females now?
We do. We also have some
Is
of them.
that a task?
It is a task. Bunnies can be a little bit squirrely. They don't really want to be.
Bunnies can be squirrely.
They can be.
Okay.
Some, especially if they aren't used to being handled. So sexing them can be quite a chore.
Yeah.
Because they can be nervous too. They're reactive.
I always get nervous when I'm sexed.
Yeah. We also have some of them at the Pet Value locations. We partner with Pet Value to help get animals homes.
Nice.
So they've been generous enough to help offset some of the burden of this many.
Okay, when you buy a cat or a dog or adopt a cat or a dog from the Humane Society, part of the deal is you have to have it spayed or neutered.
Yes.
Are there rules like that for rabbits?
Not really. We do, if you're adopting multiple, we'll make sure that you have like proper enclosures. We ask those types, especially male, female, that you're going to be separating them. If you're adding a male and you already have a female at home, we ask if you've got it spayed. So we ask questions that we don't end up getting.
You can get a rabbit fixed?
Yes, there's a couple of vets in town that actually do it.
Okay, cool. Do you know how much it costs now?
It's expensive.
It is to have a rabbit fixed? Okay, so better just to keep them separated or get males and only males and only females.
Yeah, exactly.
How do the rabbits get along like that? Or do male rabbits get together and like?
They can.
Yeah.
We have a couple of them that have to be by themselves because they're dominant and they have issues. If they haven't been raised together, they can fight.
I understand.
We have one that only has 1 ear, so we think it probably got bit off by one of the other.
Another rabbit?
Yeah.
Oh, but he can still hear.
Oh yeah, and it doesn't throw him off balance, surprisingly. So.
How much are rabbits to adopt?
They're only $20.
Really?
Yeah.
And cages and stuff are available easily, right? I mean,
yeah, there's lots of great starter kits at all the pet stores in town. Sometimes if we have a surplus of cages, you can ask if we have one that we take a donation for.
And they're fun. You know what? In the summertime, you can actually get an outdoor cage too and have an enclosure for rabbits. They love it, and they'll help keep your grass green.
Exactly. Yeah.
Laura, thanks for being here. Nice to see you again. Happy New Year.
You guys. You too.
And we'll be back with Luann to say goodbye. Please stop by the Humane Society. 25 bunnies. They are lovely pets. I had one. I swear by it. They're lovely, adorable. Thanks, Laura. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
past year, we've been celebrating our 65th anniversary, dating back to services originating in our community in 1954, which is quite some time ago. It's been a great opportunity this past year to recognize the pioneers, the stakeholders that worked tirelessly to create what we are today. I'm grateful for everything that the families 65 years ago and the people that assembled the organization have done in order for us to achieve the success that we're experiencing 65 years later.
In your home, lighting is just as important as style.
With PowerView Motorization from Hunter Douglas, you can schedule your shades to light up the room. Create privacy, or both, automatically. No hands required.
So your shades will always be in the right place at the right time in style. And it's only from Hunter Douglas.
As a nation, Canada has participated in all of the major world conflicts. In the Sioux area alone, over 10,000 men and women have enlisted in the Canadian Armed Forces. The Veterans Commemorative Monument aims to cement the legacy of the Canadian Armed Forces in stone. It will highlight the bravery, strength, courage, and sacrifice of our servicemen and women. In times of need, they volunteered to serve us. Now it is our time to thank and recognize their sacrifice. You can help honor our men and women of service by donating today. To help construct this special, one-of-a-kind monument, visit thosewhoserve.ca to find out how to donate and more.
Okay, so I know that you're not a huge fan of the dogs. How are you with the bunnies?
Very cute. I'm not sure. Well, I know I probably would never have a bunny or a cat, but
Or
they're
a plant.
cute. Or a plant.
Yeah.
Apparently anything living. What is wrong with me?
Jim's in trouble. Thank
If
God
you
feed
misbehave,
him.
mister.
I'm glad you feed him.
Yeah, I do.
Got plans for the weekend?
Just puttering. Just puttering around the house, and it's nice. First time in a long time, no plans for the weekend.
I got auditions tonight, 7 o'clock, St. Ignatius Church for the Addams Family. Tomorrow, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. If you're interested, come on out.
Sounds like it's going to be a great time. See you Monday.
This is On